Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trunapole, and as always, I'll bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Cincinnati Bengals and Bearcats are playing tonight at 7:30 on ESPN. Figure I'd let everybody know because Jeremy didn't know that on a pre-show fist fight. Anyway, this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, you're going to have to bear with me. I had a very long day at work. I actually really have absolutely nothing written down. Luckily, my boys, Mike and Jeremy Dean, said they got my back. So welcome to the shows, boys. What's going on? What's going on?
Who day?
So, Squealers week. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling really good about it. Really good.
Well, I was until you told me about all the offensive line stuff that, that they might not be playing. So I'm not feeling that good right now. You were just saying before we went on that Jonah Williams might be out and Fred Johnson and Bobby Hart are both out. So I'm not feeling so good right now. I don't know about you. Jeremy, you're on mute. Yeah. Jeremy, you're on mute. It helps.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you. Yeah, it helps. Unmute the mic so we can hear you.
as I get through talking to myself real quick here, I just, we were talking last week as Bengal fans, and I brought up the scores of the Tennessee Titans. And that kind of gave us a little bit of momentum, a little bit of love, maybe we got a chance. And I have the feeling now the Steeler fans are watching their broadcast or their show, right, and they're going, now they're telling me there's a chance to beat Cincinnati. Because right, when you've got the guys we already have hurt, that we already have, scary time to be in the jungle. But sometimes a scary night in the jungle, we can tear up some meat. You never know.
You never know. All right, Mike, you got a list of the injuries. You said let's run them down here. Who's not playing?
All right, the final injury report is Geno Atkins is out with a family situation. Right. Joe Mixon doubtful. Bobby Hart out. Darius Phillips is out. John Ross is out. LaShawn Sims is out. Jonah Williams is questionable.
That's not good.
We're talking about questionable.
Yeah, I mean, Jonah Williams questionable, which, I mean, questionable, like you said in the pre-show fist fight, Mike, it's not doubtful. So there's a chance, and I'm praying to God that he's going to play. Okay, let's go through it here. So if Jonah, let's just say he's out, I don't know. You put Seraphilia or Adeniji over at left tackle. Then you got Spain, Hopkins, maybe Billy Price at the other guard, and then Adeniji or Seraphilia at the other tackle, I guess. And then Mixon's out. Like, man, how bad did he hurt his foot? Because he finished the game. The game he hurt his foot in, he actually finished. So,
I think what he personally done was just too much. Period.
He probably should have stopped playing on it. Yeah.
Yes, I think he pressed it. The coaches didn't, because he's such a team guy. He's such a team player. He wants to play, and there's a way that I think the coaches could have done it a little better and just said, "Hey, man, let's give this another week." Let's. And I just feel like he came back. Well, he heard it, and then he came back in that same game.
Right.
And since then, it's lingered on. And I hope for his quick recovery. Yeah. But I kind of feel like maybe they pushed him a little too hard on it once he initially got the injury.
Yeah, I mean, if he misses, which he's missing tomorrow, counting the bye week, that's 4 weeks. That's a month that he's been gone. Now, I mean, I know Gio has stepped up and played good, and I know there's people out there that said, hey, Gio's doing so good. Maybe we go with him instead of Mixon. Okay. Gio has not hit 100 yards rushing yet. No, get that thought out of your guys' head. We can't do this without Mixon. Gio is very good, but if you can get them both going together, if that ever happens, that'd be great. I mean, one thing you said too, Jeremy, on the pre-show fist fight is, you might as well just throw our free agents we signed out the window because half of them are injured.
Yeah, that's I don't understand it. Now, am I NFL.com? Do I go around all the other teams and talk about all their injuries? And I'm sure I could, and I'm sure they are, and I'm sure there's a bunch of upset teams with players and hurt and COVID and everything else around the world.
Right.
But I've never seen anything in my life like this. I mean, are you kidding?
Yeah,
I mean, this right here, this is just our injury report, guys. Okay, that's all this is. I just wrote down our injuries for you because that's pretty much all we have to talk about here today. I don't know if I just don't understand it. What do you got, Mike? I don't.
I mean, the thing that got me about Mixon is they put it out there. They make it sound like it's really serious. I mean, they make it sound like he could be out for quite a while. So I really don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, it's
definitely
part of the discussion to discuss about. Yeah,
it's definitely worse than I thought it was going to be. Because I know I said earlier in the week, I said I haven't heard anything, but I would assume he'd be back because at the time it was 3 weeks, counting the bye week. Now it's going to be 4 weeks. So I'm like, well, that's not good. You start missing that many games, it might be something. I mean, not that it's going to be career ending or anything, but we might not have him a whole lot the rest of the season. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, but I mean, the bigger thing now is my biggest concern going into this game was that the Bengals would learn from their game against the Ratbirds, learn how to hopefully not let free blitzers run right up the middle at Joe Burrow. And I was hoping that since we had somewhat of a better offensive line, I thought that would get better. But now we got these guys out. It's like, oh my goodness. I don't know. I'm not sure. We got a couple questions here. Let's get to them. Dennis, what's up, buddy? Hey, Strawberry, can you help me understand so many years why the NFL free agents is a destination for Cincinnati? Well, somebody said it the other day. I think it's 3 words: Joe freaking Burrow. I think that's why people want to come here. And I also think that the narrative of this organization being run bad and not wanting to win and all that stuff, I think that's kind of starting to go out the window too, because he's right. We could never get free agents to come here. So, I mean,
maybe we don't get as many. We did get a few this year, but we paid big bucks. We don't normally pay that type of money.
Right.
I mean, we brought in guys other than Reeder and Waynes, who are both gone for the year.
Our 2 biggest free agents.
Yeah, we brought in Josh Bynes. I love Josh Bynes from the Ravens, but he's not one of those up and comers, or he's about in his prime overtime, or whatever you might want to call it.
He's a good veteran to bring in.
Exactly, that's what he is, and he's a great veteran for our young linebackers. Now, saying that to say that we're definitely an attractive team for free agents, I think that's still to be known after Burrow's first year. Yeah. But if he keeps pulling in cards like he's been pulling each week, I see a lot of people wanting to come to Cincinnati and not wanting to charge Cincinnati an arm and a leg to come there just to come there.
Right. Well, I mean, back I always bring up the 90s, but in the 90s we'd have free agents show up and just say, "Hey, I'm thinking about coming here," and then they end up signing with some other team just to string us along. It would be annoying.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Ian, I think you might be new. If you are, welcome to the show. If you're not, sorry. Starting to get a lot of new subscribers here. Strength and conditioning has been an issue for the Bengals for years. Yeah, but also there's injuries all over the NFL, and I know we're getting a ton, and I've said this all year long. I think a lot of it has to do with COVID-19 and not having preseason, not having any of the OTAs, not having any of that stuff. So I think Jeremy froze up on me here. Yep, Jeremy froze. So I think that has a lot to do with the injuries, and because I mean it's football, everybody's going to have injuries. If you look at the NFL across the board, there is a lot of injuries, regardless. So what's your thoughts, Mike?
I agree. I mean, they're not used to having a short workout, preseason, having barely any preseason at all. So,
well, they didn't play any games. They didn't play against anybody except themselves.
Right. I mean, like OTAs and stuff like that. They're used to doing that. But since this was a different year, everybody's going to have injuries now. So,
yeah, I mean, literally the first time Zach Taylor got to talk face to face with Joe freaking Burrow was when he showed up to training camp. I mean, and that's not normal. I mean, normally they're there for OTAs, rookie mini camp, all that stuff. So they didn't do any of it. I mean, I know guys did their own, conditioning and stuff, but it's still not the same. It's not the same thing. And the biggest thing to me, and for everybody who always wants to get rid of, preseason and stuff, this is the reason you don't get rid of them. Get rid of the preseason. I mean, I think 4 is a lot of games, especially when, as a Bengals season ticket holder, you got to pay full price for a preseason game, which is not a Bengals rule. It's an NFL rule. Everybody has to do it. Right. I think it's bull crap, but you got to play. You got to, no matter what you do, if you're practicing against your own team, it's not the same intensity as it is when you practice or go against somebody else in a different color uniform. No matter if it's preseason or not, it's still different. So I think that has a lot to do with it. And I do agree with them a little bit. We've had issues in the past before, but this year I'm giving them a pass on it because I don't see how, or I mean, it's not just the Bengals. I mean, there's lots of teams that have injuries going on.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the preseasons go, yeah, you have to have preseason games to find out who's going to make the team and who's don't. But if they were going to cut back any preseason games, it should be like, let them play 3 games, So
yeah, play at least 2 or 3 games. At least you can't just not do anything. You got to have some kind of preseason going on. What's up, Jeremy? You back?
Yeah, back again, man.
Your internet is Dude, does not like you.
If it's foggy outside, I'm in the mountains. Now, I could sit here and we could all watch Netflix together if you want to. No problem.
Well, I can probably watch it with you, but then you probably go like this.
Yeah. No. I'm sure everything would work perfectly. We could just watch it together. But when we start doing this, that's when we want to go ahead and get kicked off. That's when we do it.
Well, I got to tell you this. It's Steelers week. Now, I have a big, giant Bengals flag on the back of my truck. And driving home from work today, or last night, I work at nights, somebody gave me the one-finger salute as I was driving home. I'm like, really? Huh. So you never can tell that it's Bengals Steelers week, Squealers week, excuse me, because they're already throwing it down on me, and I'm in Cincinnati. Like, what's up with that?
That is weird, Jeff. Why would somebody do that to you? I don't know, man. I really don't know.
I think Jeff's like picking people off.
I was driving straight. I was driving this way. The car's coming this way, and all of a sudden, like, what the? I didn't even do anything to you.
yeah, if he was flipping you off about an American flag, then you might want to, change neighborhoods, buddy.
Yeah. I don't think it's the other flag.
Hey, Jeff, was he mad because you have a better flag than he does?
Probably, yeah. That's probably what. A big giant orange Bengals flag.
I got a bigger flag than you've got.
Exactly. Shoot, I got a little Bengals flag in front of my house. So there. Come flip me off there. No, I was kidding.
All day, every day.
Exactly. All right, guys. So I guess we did the injury report, and so I know one thing, Jeremy, you're talking about the pre-show fist fight. And I think Mike, you said something about it too. Last time the Bengals won, and then Mike, you're saying something about something's going on with Twitter about TJ and the terrible towel, or you know?
Yeah, the Bengals players kind of put out on social media. They got the Squealer fans and players all mad, upset at us now for going back with the video of TJ Hushmanzada using their terrible towel and using it for his
shoe shine. That's
yeah.
That's what you do with those towels. I don't know what they're upset. That's what they're made for. They're made to shine our shoes and wipe our butt and all that stuff with them. I don't
Towels. It's a towel.
It's a towel. What are you supposed to do with it? I mean, you're just gonna spin it around your head, look like a retard.
Yeah. I could sit on here and name 20 different things you can do with that terrible towel if you'd like me to.
It's kids on the show, Jerry.
Kids friendly. I try.
All right, Crown Apple Kids got a question for us. And
What's up, Crown?
What's up, Crown? Yes, we just said that we said at the beginning of the show, we did hear Mixon is out. So you know what that means? That means Gio's in there and he should continue his all-pro season. And I'm not making fun of Gio. That comment always cracks me up.
No, it's just funny, man. That's that's
typical
like,
Bengals fans, though.
it is. Emmitt Smith could have got hurt one game, in his prime in Cincinnati, and God knows who could have come in and had a 150-yard game, and they'd have been yelling for Emmitt Smith to, get his crap out of Cincinnati.
Right. Exactly. All right. Well, I got a question for all the viewers out there, right? So we've got to have a whole 9 viewers now. We are rolling today with 9 viewers. But you 9 people out there, what is your favorite or worst memory of the Steelers-Bengals rivalry? I'll start with you guys. You guys got one? Your favorite or worst? Actually, let's start with favorite because we all got worse ones. I got a worse one. You got a favorite one?
I think everybody's worst is the worst, and there's going to be a lot of favorites.
Yeah.
My favorite is still got to look up 95-6 season. Carl Pickens, we were horrible, and we were 6 points down with about, I think, 13 seconds to go. Blake threw the ball up into the end zone to the back of the end zone, and Pickens jumped up, caught it over top of the guy, Pittsburgh guy, can't remember who he is now. Fell to the ground.
Wait, you cussed again.
I said Pittsburgh. I meant Pittsburgh.
Thank you.
Pittsburgh.
Gotta get it right here.
And catches it over top of his head, much like Sample. Sample could probably take some lessons from Carl.
Yeah.
Held the ball above his head while the defender draped down, and he just looked at him and flipped the ball on his helmet, turned around, and walked to the sideline like a boss, like you know what you're doing and you know how to do it, even though we didn't, but still we won.
Exactly. Elliot says, which I think this is going to be everybody's. Well, that game, Jeremy Hill's fumble, that, and then Burford's hit the head and Pac-Man. And anyway, so let's try to get to some happier ones. Mine. I'll go back to what Mike was just talking about with TJ Hushmanzada, or TJ Hushmanzode, as if you guys remember that NFL commercial. But yeah, when we went, anytime you can go into Pittsburgh and beat them, I would take that any day over beating them here. So that game was awesome. That was a hard hitting game. I mean, I think Jerry, you said the last game we won was in Pittsburgh, and that was was it in Pittsburgh? It was in 2015.
2015, November 1st. Yep.
Yeah, and that was a hard. I mean, those are some hard hitting games, dude. Those two teams did not like each other. I mean, I was on Sports Illustrated had a cover, and it was the most hated rivalry. Like, they hate each other. Now those teams, those Steelers, Squealers, Bengals teams hated each other.
They did. Every game is going to be, you pretty much know what you're getting with this game. It's either going to be a pretty close game and the Bengals might pull one out, or they're just going to dredge us. It's what it seems like. It's been that way forever.
I know who you are now. You Facebook messaged me. Yes, you're from Scotland. I remember you now.
Scotland.
Yeah, I got you now. Favorable Steeler memory: Monday Night Football at PBS, a 13-10 win. I was there. Awesome. Was that the last time the Bengals beat the Steelers? The last time they beat them was 2015. So I don't know what year.
Yeah.
What year you're referring to on the Monday night. But either way, yeah, if you can beat the Steelers anytime you can beat, excuse me, I cussed my own show. Beat the Squealers is a good thing. I mean, I was really, I mean, I'm not saying it's over, but all this my concern has been all week is with the offensive line. And with Jonah Williams possibly out, Bobby Hart and Fred Johnson both out. So Denijai is definitely playing. So we'll see. You got something, Mike?
Yeah, my favorite was I can't remember what year it is. Maybe you guys can help me out a little bit here. My favorite was when the Bengals swept the division, the Cleveland Browns, the Ravens, and the Steelers. So that was my favorite.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was like 13, 14, 15, somewhere around there. That's when that was. There you go. He's got a year.
Yeah.
2013. There you go. Yeah.
Well, you're close, man.
Yep.
Close.
So yeah, there you go. But yeah, and hopefully, like I said, I mean, the biggest thing, like I said, as long as they keep Joe Burrow upright and the way Zach Taylor is calling plays, I don't know about you guys, but I think he's in a rhythm. I mean, the last couple weeks, I think the offensive play calling has really been almost want to say outstanding, but it's a lot of mixture, especially because he's had to do a lot of different stuff with Mixon not being in there, and he's used Gio in a lot of different ways. So I'm very happy with the way Zach has been calling the plays here lately.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's give Zach all the credit. He's turned Gio into a number one NFL running back. So God bless the man.
Yeah, that's why I just can't wait to get Mixon back.
That's why our fans look at it.
Yeah, some of our fans. Yeah,
I mean, I agree with Jeremy. I mean, Zach has done. I mean, there's no words to describe of how good he has done as far as coaching. I mean, he's really prepared these guys. I think this team could really go somewhere as long as he keeps coaching good.
I mean, I know one thing that I was reading some article. I think it was Joe freaking Burrow. I think it's what I don't want to quote him and be wrong because I was just trying to find it, but he was just basically saying he loves playing for Zach Taylor, and all these guys in the locker room love playing for him. And that's one thing, I noticed when Carlos Dunlap did all his shenanigans or whatever, that nobody else really backed Carlos up, and to me that tells you that there's something. Zach's doing something right, and especially with having a rookie QB, having all these offensive line issues. I know we've only won 2 games, and the way I'm making it sound like we won a lot of games, but we've been in every single freaking game except the Ratbirds game, and we won 2 of them. So, a bounce here, a bounce there, it's a totally different season. But I'm very. If we stay healthy next year and we do some good stuff in the offseason, I think we're going to be a playoff team next year. All right, Carl, we need Mixon back, but Gio's playing like an MVP right now. Yeah, Gio's playing really, really good. I'm very happy with what he's doing.
Oh, of course. I love Gio, yeah.
Yeah, I've never not like I've always wanted them to use Gio. That's kind of been my complaint the last couple years. They never use him.
Right. But he's not Mixon.
No, he's not. He's not Mixon. No, but he's a good change of pace, and that's what good offenses have. All right, Elliot. As long as Burrow stays clean, we will score. I think the defense can hold Mason Rudolph. I don't think Rudolph. I'm pretty sure Worthensberger is playing.
Yeah, Ben had just. They said today that Ben is going to play. So
yeah. I mean, because he was on the COVID list, but he didn't have it. He was just around somebody that had it or whatever. So they're just double checking. So I always figured he was going to play. Crown Apple. I remember about a month ago, everyone was ready to fire Taylor. Yeah, I was. I never that guy in the middle there, this guy over here, he was ready to fire him. I wasn't really ready to fire him.
And I'm still.
Yeah, he still ain't sold yet. I was leaning that way when all this stuff was going on, but I'm good with him. I mean, I'm at least willing to give him another year and see what happens.
Well,
he says I am. He's ready to fire him.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, if you go, like I said before, if you go back to game 1 till now, like you said, Jeff, the Bengals have been in every single game but the Ravens game. Now, a lot of it's been coaching, but most of it's been the players too, because they're not, they're not.
Whether that stretch where, they fixed the defense and then the offense couldn't score, and then the offense scored and then the defense couldn't stop anybody. I mean, it was always they couldn't. The biggest thing is they couldn't put a full game together, and they finally did against Tennessee. So I mean, I'm not saying we don't have a chance. This offensive line and the injury, because it's not a good offensive line to begin with, and then our somewhat good players aren't going to be in there. Now, Adeniji, I've been calling for him to play, for a while now, especially when we were rolling through the guards, Billy Price and Fred Johnson, and I'm like, why don't you put Adeniji there? But Adeniji played really well last week at guard. Now he's probably going to play tackle this week, so it's a little different. So he'll get a big test, especially going against Watt, because they're going to move Watt around. So whichever side he's on, Watt's going to find him. And if he can't stop him, he's going to have to keep facing Watt. So that right there, to me, I won't say that's the whole game, but that's a big part of the game right there. You got to keep Burrow upright. You got to give him time to throw the ball, because that's the biggest reason we lost against the Ratbirds, is we could not keep Joe Burrow upright. So, Jeremy, you're going to say something.
Yeah. No, I was just going to go over a little bit of what we're working on. Steeler, just total rushing, yards, passing, that kind of thing. They've given up 32 sacks this year. If our defensive line shows to play, that's
the other thing. We got the Tariq McKinney from Atlanta. Yeah. Now, people were asking me on Bengals Nation last night, do I think he's going to play? I said, I don't know, but Spain played. But then I was talking to some people at work, and they're like, well, Spain, somebody said we had a bye week, which we didn't have a bye week. I mean, unless Spain was gone, or I don't know what they're trying to say, but Spain was here for 5 days. He passed the COVID test, and then he played. So I don't see why Tariq can't play. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I haven't heard. Mike, did you hear anything? Have they said anything about him playing or anything? Because, I mean, Spain didn't say anything, and all of a sudden he's in the game on Sunday. Have you heard anything?
I have not, to be honest with you. I did hear Spain was supposed to play. That's all I heard.
Right. All right, so
let's see. I didn't even know Spain got injured. What?
No, we're talking about McKenzie. He said Spain. We're talking about McKenzie.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike. You haven't heard that if McKenzie's playing or not?
I have not.
Yeah, Tariq.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what Mike was trying to say.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. I want a public apology from Stephen A. when we laid a smackdown on Pittsburgh Sunday. I would love that. Why, Stephen? Like I said, I've had a very busy day, so I haven't got to watch anything. I don't know if Stephen A. said anything talking smack about the Bengals or not. I work 2 jobs, and sometimes I come in here like I was literally running to try to get this computer and everything set up. I'm messaging these guys like, I got nothing. I hope you guys got something. So this is the most unprepared I've ever been for a show in my life.
And if Stephen A. is moving his mouth, it isn't worth whatever you're paying for your cable bill. I'll tell you that right now, especially if you're watching it.
The worst one is Skip Bayless. I cannot stand Skip Bayless.
Him or Skip.
Oh, my. Skip just says the exact opposite of what everybody else thinks and just tries to defend it. It's worked for him. He's made a lot of money doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, one thing I did hear from Von Bell this past week, I've seen the interview, well, I guess through the Bengals website, that Von Bell has never played at Heinz Field.
Really? Well,
this will be the first time he's played there.
He's been with the Saints his whole career, so I guess they don't. Well, they're in the NFC, so I guess they haven't played him in a while. How long has Von Bell been playing?
He's 25, so
yeah, that's surprising. He's never played there.
It's crazy.
Well, hopefully that's good luck. He can show up and we can whoop their ass. All right, Carl, can we please get an upset? I get made fun of at school for liking the Bengals, and all my friends are Squealers fans. Dude, you know what? If Carl, if you live in Cincinnati and all your friends are Squealers fans, then they need to move. I've never understood that. I mean, look, if you're a Squealers fan and you grew up there, or your dad was a Squealers fan, or whatever, I understand. But if you're a Squealers fan just because they win, you need to get your fan card revoked. That's not a true fan. That's called bandwagon. That's all that is. You
tell them come talk to us. We'll handle it.
Yeah, I've got. Well, I patched them up now, but I've had holes punched in the wall down there from the Bengals losing games. That's how mad I've gotten because
I don't want to mess with us.
Oh my goodness. Let's see here. All right, Stephen A. Holesmith said a whole lot of nothing.
Stephen A. Holesmith.
Yeah. Steve, I like that. Stephen A. Holesmith. I like that. I'm going to have to steal that one from me. I like that one a lot. But him and I. Well, the funny thing is, like the offseason, they're all talking about, and I've said this before, they're going to ruin Joe Burrow, and it's a terrible run organization. I mean, Stephen A. said Joe Burrow had been better going to Detroit. And I've brought this up before. I'm like, Detroit? Really? Seriously? The Detroit Lions? They have never been to a play or a Super Bowl. I don't think they've even been to the playoffs since like 92. I mean,
it just makes me mad because Stephen A. knows he can sit back and talk about the Bengals, and we can't come back at him with anything. That's the only thing that gets me.
All he has to do is but I don't know if he hears me.
Well, my thing is even if we got on the phone with him, got back with him, all he's going to do is play when's the last time you won a playoff game card? When's the last time you won a Super Bowl card? And so he brings on these, for some reason, he brings up these stupid things that we can't. Okay, well, guess what? Each year's a new year, so you're not any smarter than.
Like I said, I can defend it I can defend it when he literally he said Joe freaking Burrow would have been better going to Detroit. Detroit has had two Hall of Famers retire on them. Bengals haven't had that, so. I mean,
I can't believe we're giving him free marketing time on air. That's idiot.
Dude, yeah, he should give us that. We should get rid of First Take, and it should be Strawberry Ice and Bengals Nation.
That's right.
Yeah,
bring it around.
Yeah, take it over the world, baby. Take it over the world.
That's right.
This is the new world order. Strawberry Ice and Bengals Nation. Yeah,
he could be our Zeke of the week.
There you go. Oh yeah, it's Friday. We forgot to do that last week. You guys realize that?
Yeah, I did one. I did one today.
Good. I didn't.
I didn't either.
This is my show notes. There's nothing there. I wrote down.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my new show. It's called Jeremy with Friend. These are my special friends, Michael and Jeff. I would like to.
Well, that's pretty easy to fix. I just knock them off the show.
Oh man.
Strawberry is always in control.
Something's up with that Strawberry.
He's crazy. Crying out, but what time is UC play tonight? That's right, baby. Got my Bearcats on. They play at 7:30 tonight on ESPN2. So about an hour and a half. And so I will be getting off. You guys can keep talking, but I'll get off. I'm gonna go watch the game. Not right now.
No, I'll be watching the game.
All right, Anthony. What's up, Anthony? It's funny because they have projected Justin Herbert to win. I know the offensive. Yeah, they're projected Herbert to win the Rookie of the Year, which is bull crap. Like, yeah, he's had good games. Joe Burrow has started every single freaking game. He set rookie records. Why? It's because Sherbert plays in LA. That's the only damn reason.
There's money. It's all about the money. That's all it's about. It's very simple.
The NFL does not want Cincinnati to have a team. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. And they did not want Joe Burrow to go to the Bengals, but he's ours. Nah, 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 nah.
And you know what's so sad is that Joe freaking Burrow is number 3 in all of quarterbacks.
As far as yards or
yardage.
Yeah, I know he set I think he set the rookie record for a 3-game stretch. I think he did. I have to look that up. I know he was close.
So how can he not be a rookie of the year or whatever, you know? That just gets me.
Because they're morons, that's why. All right, Carl. Hey, I live in West Virginia, but I did live in Ohio for like 3 years. Okay. Well, West Virginia, I can understand why they root for the Squealers because that is closer than they probably get the Squealers game and not the Bengals game. But hey, you keep up the fight. Stay strong, baby. Hooday, all the way. We're gonna get a win and we're gonna laugh at everybody. Right. Dennis, hey, Strawberry. The Bengals are going to beat the Squealers. They are going to stop the motor on them. There's no school like Little Pigs. I agree with you. They're going to win. At least I hope so. Like I said, I hope so. I'm getting. Yesterday, I was getting more confident. I'm like, we got a pass rusher. We can rotate those 3 if Tariq can play. I mean, and I thought our offensive line was coming back. I mean, it's still Friday. I mean, you know, they can change this up till what 2 hours before game time, so it ain't over yet. We'll see.
Just unbelievable. After 2 weeks, still not much being accomplished on the injury report. That's tough. That's man.
Yeah, exactly. Titus, was Steven AAA Dallas fan, or was he a Green Bay fan? How far did jump ship and go to Steelers? Now he's a Steelers fan. That's quick. Yeah. Well, I think the Dallas fan was Skip. I think he's the Dallas fan, if I remember right. I don't. To be honest, only time I ever watched, I never watched the shows because I can't stand them. But if they do something on the Bengals or something, somebody puts it out on YouTube, and I can always find it.
Yeah.
Same thing with Cowhead. I barely ever watch him. I used to watch him, but he's getting on my nerves anymore.
Dude, he reminds me of the kind of the kid that like used to always get beat up in high school. You know what I mean? Like
who? Skip or Stephen A?
Skip. Skip. He reminds me of like this little dork that was shoved in his locker and he jumped out and he was some sort of sports magical hero. and you're not, Skip. You're not.
He's the guy who always has the friends that are really tall and he stands behind him going, yeah, that's right. Yeah. And, hides right back behind him.
You want some of me? Want some of me?
Come on, put him up.
Come on. Come here, guys. Come over here and hold me back.
Yeah, come here. They're gonna kick my ass. Come back. Sorry, Doug. I'll get to you a minute. Tony was first. Tony. Hey, Jeremy, go Irish. Stephen A. Hole Smith is a perfect name. He's worthless. Yep.
Exactly right.
I agree with you.
Go Bucks. Go Bucks. Let's see what's happening.
Go Buckeyes. Actually, we're going go Bearcats tonight, baby. Here.
Well, I'm going Bearcats all weekend, bud.
7:30. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Ohio State ain't playing. I keep forgetting that. All right, Dennis. Hey, Strawberry. Do you think Joe Burrow can break the Bengals passing record? Yeah, he's on pace for it. Again, if I had a chance to look anything up, I would love to tell you how close he is, but I didn't have time to look anything up. Exactly. ESPN hates Ohio. Yeah. They all give us crap. They even give the Browns crap all the time. I mean, which the Browns, they've kind of deserved it the last couple of years, stuff that they've been doing with their team and everything.
If it wasn't for the Buckeyes, I don't even know if Ohio would be known for
which is crazy because football is huge here. I mean, if you look at the history of football in Ohio, high school, college. I mean, I hate to say it, but the Browns, when they were good back in the 60s, they want to talk. I mean, there's a lot of good freaking football players come out of Ohio. So
Northeast in general, even,
right.
It's unbelievable.
Exactly. Titus, tell me someone, wasn't Stephen A. Oh, I already read that one. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. I already read that one. Hold on. Let's see here. All right, we got a bold prediction here. Anthony Brooks. Or Antonio Brooks. What's up, brother? I think you're new.
What's up, bro?
Yeah. If you are, welcome to the show. I appreciate it. 34-27 Bengals. I like it, brother. I like it. That sounds good to me.
That's a good score. If I was going to go with something,
if the Bengals
win, it would be in that range.
Yeah. If the Bengals win, it's not going to be a blowout. I mean, it's going to be a tight. These games, I don't care. Even in the 90s, when we stunk, those games were tight, except for the time when they sacked Klinger like 27 times. But, other than that one, they're always pretty tight. Carl, Skip likes the Cowgirls. Yes. Yep. He's a big Cowgirl fan. All right. Titus. Yes. UC football is playing that. Yes, exactly. Titus. Why I'm wearing, I know it's a Bengals show, but I'm wearing my Bearcat jersey tonight. I got my Bengals hat on. But yeah, they are playing tonight. They're playing ECU at 7:30 on ESPN2. And like I said, dude, everybody always talks about the
bring in the lock. Bring in the lock.
Oh,
good luck.
The world's biggest cocktail party was at Florida State LSU or Florida State or whatever it is, whichever one it is when they play at nighttime. But to me, Nippert at night is one of the best college football atmospheres. I don't know why. It's in the middle of campus. It's down in a hole. I mean, they've been playing football in that exact same spot for 100 years, over 100 years. So it's just a cool place at night. And I know it's not going to be the same tonight because there's not going to be that many fans in the stands. It's just, friends and family. But if you guys get a chance, make sure you watch UC tonight. Now I'm going to promote them and everything, and they're probably going to, as my team's going to probably go ahead and lose. But I don't think they're going to lose. They've stepped up and blown everybody out this year. So we'll see. My only concern is last year, we had to beat them in overtime. Or it was like a last-second field goal. I can't remember which, but it was a very close game. I don't think it's going to be close tonight, but I'm kind of afraid to say that. All right, Nathan. I've never been so confident in our team going up against the Squealers. We can win this one. Hey, I'm glad you're confident. I was confident yesterday. Like I said, when we picked up McKenzie and we got, I thought we were getting our offensive line back, but now today I'm like, the offensive line really just it's scary.
I would also like to throw out there real quick before I forget. Another person that's not going to be at the game on Sunday is the Bengals announced the wide receiver coach Bob Bicknell to miss Steelers game due to the COVID-19. That is the wide receiver coach.
Right. So I'd rather a coach be out than a player. So, crying out. Yeah, Florida, Georgia. That's right. The biggest cocktail party. That's what it is. Exactly. All right. Douglas H. What's up? Bengals will win. I'm liking this. Everybody's. He said it twice. Bengals will win. That's all.
Good
that's
energy.
How excited he is.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm usually the optimistic guy. You give Joey B 2 weeks to prepare for Pitt against a rival, it's a wrap. I'm not worried about Joey B, Joe freaking bro. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about that offensive line. If they don't stop the Squealers, daggone it. I'm trying to get that question off there. I'll click on one, and then another person asks a question that pops up. I'm like, ah. But if you give Joe 2 weeks to prepare, I'm not worried about him. He's going to be prepared. I'm more worried about the offensive line. Like I said, I hope all my worry is for nothing. I hope they play awesome. And if they play awesome and they can keep the Squealers defense off of Joe, Joe will kill him. I'm not worried about that. Joe will kill him, but there's a lot of people that are out. And our offensive line isn't that good to begin with, so we'll see. Titus, okay, if you see win tonight, do you jump to number 3 spot or number 5 spot? Are you talking about the Bearcats? I don't, dude, honestly. I don't think we're going to jump anywhere. I mean, we won last week and Florida jumped us. So I don't think we're going to go anywhere. I hope I'm wrong, but I just, the BCS or the college football playoff, they want big name schools in there. They're going to do everything they can to keep them in there. So
I was talking to Jeremy about that the other day. I just think that whole committee thing is ridiculous, and that whole small conference bull crap is.
Well, it's
they need to change
ridiculous. No, it's not ridiculous. I understand because the majority of those teams would beat us. I mean, maybe, but we'll never know. I mean, they got NFL players up and down their roster. I mean, we're getting there. So, I mean, I understand. I just want to be given a chance. We get our ass kicked. We get our ass kicked. I just want to be given a chance. That's it. That's all I want. And that's why I think they should do 6 teams like me and Jeremy were talking about yesterday. All right, Carl, what's wrong with Atkins? He's just out for personal reasons. Isn't that right, guys?
Yep.
We've heard.
Yeah. Yep. Family situation.
Yeah. That's all we've been told. What do you guys think about the Tariq McKinney signing? I love it. That's the guy they got from Atlanta. And I'm hoping, like I said, like hell he can play tomorrow. Tomorrow. I mean, Saturday. Go ahead, Jeremy.
And if he could play to half of his potential, I mean, we could have found a diamond in the rough.
Well,
first rounder, man.
I mean, he's got a career, I think 17 and a half sacks. That would be right now. That's second on the team to Carl Lawson. So he was a guy that the Bengals wanted to get in 2017. So I think it's a good pickup. Again, it's another guy that, we picked him up off waivers, but he still wanted to come here. Those are all good signs for me.
I thought it was a great sign after hearing that. I was like, wow. So good sign. Good job, guys.
Yeah,
it's what was out there.
I hope like I said, we'll find out. I hope he can play Sunday. Okay, Titus, I hope they play the same players that would be playing with Tennessee in the same offensive line. Well, they can't because Fred Johnson is out. So that's Fred Johnson's on the COVID list, so he can't. Who did they have at tackle? Oh, they had Fred. That's right. Tackles were Fred Johnson and Bobby Hart. That's who they had.
Bobby Hart.
Yeah, and Hart got injured. So it's not going to be the same. If all goes good, I think it's going to be Jonah at left tackle, Spain at guard, Hopkins, and then Serafilia because he's back, and then Denajai at the other tackle is what I'm just my guess. That's just it from what I'm hearing of who can play.
One good thing about Hopkins is he can play guard or center, so that's
true. I mean, Billy Price can do both, but he's not very good at either one of them. I got giving Billy Price crap, but he played good against Tennessee. He got the game ball.
Well, we didn't pay him for a game ball. We paid him for 3 years of good NFL service, for crying out loud.
We got one.
For 3 to 5, anyway.
All right. Fighting Fickles will be fun to see in the playoffs. Exactly, Jake. I would love to see it. I mean, this would be I know Jeremy would like this. I think this would be cool. And I would talk so much smack. And like I said, I am an Ohio State fan. But I would talk so much smack if UC and Ohio State met in the playoffs. And then if Ohio State lost, I might not do a show for like a month.
But
if they won, whoo, baby, I'll be like, yeah, let's go, boys.
You may be out for a month. I'd be out for a year if we lost to you guys, okay? Just so you know.
We just don't want you to lose any sleep, Jeremy.
So, Mike, you'd have to do the show all by yourself. It'd be the Mike Kyle show.
Yep.
Me and Jeremy are out. All right. Fickle is keeping Cincinnati kids in Cincinnati. It's working. Yeah. Well, that was what Brian Kelly, and that's what oh my goodness, I can't think of the coach before. Man, of the coaches when we had our run, that's what they did. They kept the Cincinnati kids here because, like I said, Cincinnati, we got some good high school programs here. I mean, you got Elder, you got St. X, you got LaSalle. Public school-wise, you got Coleraine. And then Kentucky, Holmes, Cubcath. I mean, they got some good teams there. So it's prime real estate for, and I mean, Division I college football teams or college football players. So, yes, keeping them here is huge. And that's where Tommy Tuberville screwed up. We had the market on Cincinnati, and then he just kind of let it go away. So that is definitely helping UC, get better. Because, I mean, a lot of people, they would like to stay home, and their friends and family make it easier for them to go watch them play, So that's why a lot of guys will choose to stay here instead of going somewhere else. All right. Is it Ian? I-A-I-N. Ian Red. That's the way you guys read that?
Yep, Ian, I think.
We'll go with Ian. I hope I'm right. Tariq McKinney needs to be used as a pure DN. No details. The drop it, or dropping the coverage as Dunlap was, especially this week, because he's not going to have time to know all the plays. That's why I said I think he's a plug-and-play player. Yeah, you just put him in there, tell him to put his hand on the ground and go get the quarterback. I mean, I don't think he needs to drop back, especially not this week.
Yeah, I don't. Depending on what he sees, what our coaches see, what he does, if they play him, if they don't, it's literally going to what my three teams. I think Mike's got some of his keys. I had a few keys that I wanted to go over about
Go for it.
Our team as well, just real quick.
Yep.
One of my keys, no matter who's out there playing, no matter what you're doing, against Pittsburgh, you bend, but you don't break. It's always been that when we win the game, we don't break. We don't give up touchdowns every time they go down the field. Well, I think we need to get out with a quick start. We need to put some points on them because we're going to know after halftime they're going to come back. They're going to put points on us, and it's going to get to a close game as long as we keep in that deal there. Right. And it's time to get, some road wins. I mean,
yes,
we've got to start winning road games at some point. I mean, well, we've only won 4 games in 4 years now, but still.
Four games in 2 years, Jeremy, not 4. Not 4.
My bad. Yeah,
we're not that bad.
It seems like it right now.
Yeah.
But, just that kind of thing, and I think if we could do a few of those things, Mike's got some better ones, but with all the injuries that we have, I will give you guys a little bit of hope. And that hope, they have given up 32 sacks. So we can get after Roethlisberger if Lou decides to.
Yeah.
Secondly, now, James Conner is their lead running back. He only averages 65 yards a game. He averages 5.9 yards a carry, but he's only averaging about 65 yards per game. So, if we can stop him, we can win. Ben Roethlisberger, this is the second, however you want to put it, of being optimistic. He has been sacked again, like I said, 32 times. So that's partly his fault and his knees. He's getting older.
He can't move.
Can't move as well. He is throwing at 68%, which is not too bad. And he's got 5 touchdowns. Or no, I'm looking at Connor. My bad. He's got 8. He does have 18 touchdowns, Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
And 4 picks. So he's played smart, but he's only averaging 241 yards a game. So he's not blowing the lights off people. What he's doing is when they're moving the ball and they're getting it to the end zone or the red zone, they're just putting it in. They're not scoring. You're not making a ton of yards and then penalties killing them, then punt the ball. But when they do get down there, they're scoring, and that's how they're winning. But those are not great stats from a number 1 team in the league. Those are not.
Team. Yeah.
They're not great. They're not. They cannot not be beat. Let's put it that way.
All right, hang on, Mike. Let's get some of these questions here real quick, and then I'll let you do your do your keys. Got a couple of them up here.
Okay.
I roll through these real quick, and then you can do yours. All right. Hey, Carl says throw it up to AJ. He's always good against the Squealers. Yeah, I mean, and AJ's starting to play better. He's starting to him and Joe freaking Burrow getting together. Happy Friday the 13th, boys. Ooh. All right, one last one here. All right, Anthony, I'm worried about McDonald opening up Slusher and Claypool down the field. We'll see. I mean, our secondary's got to get better. You know, I mean, we got who Darius is out, I think.
Yeah.
So it could. I'm worried about a lot of stuff. It's the Squealers, and I mean, I am going to be rooting my ass off. I mean, I think we can win. I'm just very nervous about it. Mike, go ahead with your keys, buddy.
Okay. The first one is like Jeremy said, you've got to stop the run. You don't let James Conner get started. So once that ball's handed off to him, you got to get him to the ground. The second is force turnovers. Do not let the Steelers offense, get onto the field. The third one is defense the fourth one, my bad, is stop rookie Claypool. If you stop Claypool, he's the biggest threat on their offense. So if you can stop him, pretty good chance.
Right.
That's about.
Yeah, I mean, it's all. The thing is, for me, and I'll put it to you this way: to key to stopping the passing game is hopefully our 3 DNs now. Tariq, hopefully we add him in there. You get pressure on Ben. You get pressure on any NFL quarterback, it changes it. Consistent pressure, not, once or twice a half. Every set of downs, you're almost there, or you are there. You're coming at him, and he's looking at you and down the field. That's what they got to do. And then top of the run with Gino not in there now, so Mike Daniels has got to really have a good game. And then I just had his name, Clement. No, 99. Is that his name? Clement? No, Clemens for the Bengals. 99 for the Bengals.
Okay, yeah.
Covington. That's his name. Covington. Yeah. He's got to step up. I mean, these guys all got to step up and play big to stop the run. You stop the run, I mean, and you keep Joe Burrow upright, we got a shot. I mean, we got a shot. So we'll see what happens.
So is Willie J back this week? We know.
That I don't know. I think he is. But don't hold me on that.
Okay, I was just wondering about him. If we're down Willie Jackson the third and Phillips is already a backup, and we got to deal with Juju and all these other guys. Yeah, it's going to come down to stopping.
That's right. That's
the run and
him with the
yeah.
Yeah. With the injury we got in secondary, it's a key. You must get pressure on Roethlisberger.
Got to.
My thing is also, too, I'd like to bring up another key that Pittsburgh's going to be blitzing the whole game. So if they're going to do that, Joe Burrow knows what to do. He just needs to release the ball quicker. But I think we should be blitzing a lot on Ben. This way, he'll make more mistakes than probably Joe would.
Right. Well, I mean, Ben's a Super Bowl winning. I'm not trying to give the big dork Roethlisberger any credit, but he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's pretty good. He's not going to make a whole lot of mistakes, but you give him get pressure on anybody's going to make mistakes. All right. Carl here. Jesse Bates or Von Bell will get an interception. Mike Daniels will be all Big Ben. Sounds good to me.
I hope so. Covington.
Yep, that's
there we go.
Covington. That's who I was trying to. I kept saying, I'm like, that's not right. What is his name? Covington. All right, Titus. What? Her yacht heard any news about the Red thing, like what's going on with the Reds? Other than Trevor Bauer won the Cy Young Award yesterday, nothing. That's what we talked about in yesterday's show. But that's the only thing going on with the Reds as far as I know right now. William Jackson is back. There we go.
Man. We should have knew that, but thank you.
Thank you, Carl.
Dude, like I said, man, I work 2 other jobs and do this one. I literally, these guys are blowing my phone. I'm going, hey, let's talk about the show. And I wake up going, oh, crap. I haven't wrote anything down and we got to get on to that. All right, I'm going to wing this. So anyway, like I said, I apologize. I don't have anything. Anthony, it's a good thing Bates is being a ball hawk. But yeah, Jesse Bates, in my opinion, is moving up more and more and more as far as becoming one of, if not the best safety in the league. I mean, that boy's good. That boy is really good. So we found ourselves, like Jeremy said, if we found one in him, that is for sure.
Yep.
All right, boys. Well, it's about 6:30. You got something?
I think I am good. I was going to give you the stats on the Steelers there to give us a little chance of hope, and maybe that did, but I'm good. I don't know about you, Mike.
The only thing I got is, hey, Bengals Nation, we need 19 members to get 10,000 people. Awesome job. Thank you.
Awesome job. All right, guys. It's 30 here. We got about an hour to the Bearcat game. I'm going to get some food, and I'm going to go watch the Bearcat game. So I'm going to jump off, though. But first, before I do that, is to join the Facebook group help run. They're Bengals, Nats Country, Reds Country, and Cyrie. And I will be putting this up later on tonight. Rate, and give me a 5-star review. Pod, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much wherever you get your pod, we'll be on there. Follow me, Strawberry Ice, on my social media platforms. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. Like I said, I've been calling for a couple weeks, 700 subscribers on YouTube. One away, people. We are one away 100. That is all. I appreciate all of you guys. It's time to write, comment, watch all of it, all of it, because this is just fun doing this. I know Mike and Jeremy enjoy doing a lot of fun doing it, so I hope you guys enjoy it too. And other than that, Mr. Jeremy, will you do us the honors of us out of here?
I sure will, brother. Like I said, guys, the Steelers are not unbeatable. Is it going to be an unbeatable task, or is it? This game reminds me a little bit of like The Hobbit. Like this little hobbit went out into this big mean world full of the Steelers, and he was the great hobbit. And he held the ring. Nobody else could hold the ring. But then people beat him up and treated him like crap. And it was just precious. And Sunday is going to be our precious. We've got to take back our golden ring, and we've got to take it back in a real, massive, hard-hitting display. Close game. Cincinnati, 27. Steelers, 24. That's what I'm going with. And as always, remember one thing, guys. You don't live in Cleveland. You live in Cincinnati, so act like it. Hooday! Go Bengals.
Hooday.
Hooday. And that's just sports. See ya!